were not too much updated or tech heavy. We all were forced to, jump on digital tools, get things aligned with them. So that was one of the good transition happened. And today also the transition is happening on a daily basis, which is what I believe. The students, the people who are learning under our umbrella are actually coming up with so innovative, creative, and fresh ideas, coming up with constant upgraded things just with the help of technology. So again, let me just move this slide. Today we are going to talk about all these things in this order. First, we are going to talk about, in my screen is not horizontal. You can make it zoom so it is easy for us. All right, my screen is not horizontal. Just a sec. Then I need to move this here. Just a sec. So sorry about it. Thanks for pointing it out. Is this cool now, Shrutika?
Yes, sir. It's better now. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you very much. And let me just organize the notes accordingly and my chat box accordingly. Anything else I'm missing out? I'm switching the screens. Just give me a moment. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Sounds perfect. Thank you very much for pointing out. So this is how the session flow is going to be, and I'm going to keep the session very on point. I'm not going to come in the way of your dinner and your other things. So we are going to keep things on point. We are going to keep it very much interactive for the people who have joined a bit late in case. This is how it is going to be. Very welcome again. So first we are going to talk about the foundation. I'm going to take a quick intro of you within a minute or two or three. We're going to talk about ice breaking stuff like where actually we are starting up. Then we are going to talk about the upgradations of the industrial and educational era, what we are looking forward, what are the challenges and everything. Then again, I'm gonna share two major pillars where how things have transformed already and how, as faculties, all of us can transform. What are the steps we can take? I'm gonna share very basic and on point stuff without dragging things here and there. This is what I love to do. And in the second pillar, I'm going to share a pedagogy, the future of learning. I'm not going to go in very much in depth kind of thing. I'm not going to do a PhD level thing. I'm going to show you a good blueprint, what actually is happening around, what you can make the most out of, few practical activities that you can perform to diagnose or create a synopsis around it. Then again, we are going to do a good case study brainstorm for we're going to I'll try to create a you know break room where we can discuss things. Then, what is your role as a faculty today and tomorrow, and how you should evolve your role? What are the challenges? What are the solutions? And then I'm going to conclude with Q&A. That's it. That's it. Like super easy, simple. Anyone, any problem, any questions, any queries, feel free to interact in the chat panel. Now, quickly, in a single line, I want your name. Of course, I can see your name. So just share your department and just type one word after that with a comma or full stop or whatever, just in a single statement. I don't want to be confused. That comes to your mind when you hear the term education 5.0. Like for me, let's say my name is always there. So I'm going to write my department is majorly into digital marketing. And I'm going to write comma, one word that comes to education 5.0. Let's say Mm, technology, maybe. So this is how you need to answer, so that I can read your uh comments quickly. AI in education, into management, AI. All right. Your department, specify department, please. All right. Very good. Not designation, department, please. Great, great, great. Business management, research center, marketing, HR. Good. Mathematics. I can read your names. Don't worry about it. Don't sweat about mentioning your names. HR. Good. Economics. And what is one word that comes to your mind when I say education 5.0? Employability, analytics, very good. Innovation, good. Transformation, empowerment, upskilling, learning and upgrading lifelong. Very good. Wireless communications, okay. Analytics and AI. One word is technology enabled learning, good. Industry transformation, good. Open AI, very good. So again, combining tech and education. Unlearning, wow, I really love this answer. I used to pitch this keyword in my interviews while I was doing my job, giving my interviews in multiple companies. Like, I'm good at unlearning and then learning. So they used to get super impressed. I am really impressed with this term. So, I mean, I really am good with it. A link between education and experience. Great. EdTech. Very nice. So EdTech is an industry for us. We are in EdTech kind of. The current scenario that we are doing is an EdTech. Great. Thank you very much. That was a minute. Any questions that I ask, please reply within 60 seconds. I would appreciate that so that everybody saves time equally. Great. Thank you very much. Let's focus on the slide, guys. Very good. In the last 2 years, have you significantly updated the core content or teaching methodology of even one of your courses to align with emerging trends like AI, sustainability, or digital fluency? This is a question from my side to you. I want you to answer this in the chat. If yes, which part specifically? Try to keep it short, like half liner, maybe a phrase, or maybe one liner max. Have you updated it? If yes, answer it. Like, what exactly have you updated? Like, let's say in marketing, you introduced AI. Let's say you're in HR, you introduced some tools, syllabi, nice. AI in HRM, very nice. Very good. I'm waiting for more answers, if any. Let's say you introduce some third party tool or skills in your current curriculum that was not at all from the provided by the university or college, and you made your students learn about it. So did you do something around it? Smart teaching, very good. Did you shared a case study where students could learn something out of the curriculum, especially related to these trends, or any methodology that you have applied for students to learn quicker? Simulation, very nice. Nice. Digital marketing is very evident now, I guess. I am bored out of digital marketing now. I am a digital marketer since for 10 years now, and I am like super bored now. So it's so basic, and everybody is into it now. So it's like must have skill set for everyone, even for you, your kids, your family members, everyone should have it. Like I take offline and online batches as well, and I'm like, you should know this. This is very important. Great. Perfect. Thank you very much for the answers. Financial analytics. Very nice. Dr. Priyadarshini. So, again, coming back to our topic, in education 5.0 is a necessary human centric response to the challenges and opportunities created by Industry 4.0. Now, to understand this, we really need to get in depth from where all this started. So, this is what Industrial Revolution 1.0 looked like. Mechanization, steam power came in existence. I'm going to take a moment to start from the basic. Shift from agrarian to industrial society, need for factory workers happened. And what role did education 1.0 play? The basic literacy started, numeracy of the masses happened, standardization happened, and it created a discipline, punctual workforce for factories because everything was like around numbers, keeping a track, how things are working, and everything around it, right? Now, Industrial Revolution 2.0. Mass production started happening, assembly line came in existence, and electricity came in power. It resulted in rise of corporations, management hierarchies, and specialized roles. Now, this was where the hierarchy came in existence. What role did education played here? The factory model, the blueprint was built for education. there came along with specialized subjects like business, engineering, this part, that part, and standardized testing, batch processing for students and of students, and so on. Now, that is why we see a lot of different, you know, topics in engineering or management with fields and avenues, this and that. Industrial 3.0 came up with automation, computers, and information technology. This led to globalization, information economy, and early digitalization. Now, by default, when I say this, anything that you are empowering your students, they can simply Google it. They don't need much, or maybe go to Chat GPT or any other AI tool, and they can just ask it what actually we are teaching from the books. And the entire book can be summarized in like 10-15 minutes of read. So that's not a big deal left. But few years back down the line, when Education 3.0 or Industry 3.0 was happening, we were like, I personally am a 2004 pass out, 12th. So we used to go and visit computer labs. We used to focus on C, C++. Yes, of course, if you want, I can share it, Shrutika. Not a big deal. And that was the beginning of digital literacy, where we learned C, C++, Fox Pro, or Virtual Basic, or that kind of computer languages, HTML. We created softwares. But now is like, even if I want to create an application to be uploaded on App Store or Play Store, all I need to do is go to one of the websites or applications and just give a prompt that I need an application for this, and I'll have the code for the application. All right. So, not a big deal. So, everything has been evolved. That is where the term came. The sage on the stage model dominated until industrial 3 and 4. The sage on the stage means like the guru thing. Like everybody looked up to us as like, okay, these are the empowerers, these are the gurus. But now the tools have came in. So instead of getting replaced, we really need to understand where we need to create a boundary for us, so that the level of understanding, the level of hierarchy doesn't go in the learning in the process. Industrial 4.0 was the biggest one. Cyber physical systems came in existence. Artificial intelligence entered. Information of things and big data entered. Now, just to give you a glimpse, I hope most of you people know what is the information of things, information of IoT, and what is not. So let me give you an idea. Like if you're wearing a smartwatch and you are heading your home, and you have actually set up your commands, like if I reach home within 5 minutes, turn on my geyser, set the temperature at XYZ percentage, turn on the air conditioner of my living room and my room, set the temperature at XYZ percentage, and it will all the devices talk to each other, information of things. So when devices talk to each other, that category is this, you know. So this came and got failed because it was not too tech savvy. It was like very boring and lethargic thing, like ek bar kar diya khatam, but then it's a very heavy cost to maintain. It led to hyperconnectivity, data-driven decision making, smart automation, saving a lot of electricity, manpower, and a lot of other power source resources. Because everything is like you leave the room within 5 minutes, your power will go turn off, and so on and so forth. A lot of examples are there. What Education 4.0 did here was it was a reactive phase. We started focusing on digital skills, coding, data science, maybe as basic as Excel, AI tools, Zoom, managing Zoom, and so on, which we didn't learn earlier a few years back. Online platforms, learnings, adaptive curricula to include new tech. We saw our kids, or maybe the kids of our families, learning online, growing online, exploring online, having more knowledge on a topic more than us. So this was the Education 4.0 slash Industrial 4.0 revolution. Now coming to the most important, that is 5.0. This was the critical leap that is happening right now. This is the rise of intelligent machines. AI and automation handle more technical and analytical tasks. The unique value of human shifts to skill machine, and it lacks critical thinking, creativity, empathy, and ethical reasoning. Yes. So if you go to ChatGPT and just say, for an example, you're asking any psychological or astrological question with very limited information, it will give you a very non-emotional, empathetical answer. It will not show any empathy. It won't take any much time to think. Whatever data has been fed, it will be served to you accordingly. So there is no logical reasoning happening there. There is no emotions involved. There is just like, given the data, the creativity is happening. There is nothing new coming up. It is just summing up from whatever the resources have been provided in the form of data to the AI tools that is coming up. But we humans can create anything. Like, we can create a story right now. When our friends come to us with a problem, we create an example or a mindset that we convey those positive affirmations or positive solutions to them, so that they can understand it carefully. They can, you know, they can understand and they can absorb those things. Same happens in business, same happens in management, same happens in learning. We as faculties have to empower these students in such a way that they don't just take it as a by the book, they take it by heart, they understand the concept. And we, a lot of times, a lot of faculties play a very personal role in students lives. They solve their personal problems, they become a part of family kind of thing, and they come with a lot of things that AI cannot to us. So hyperconnectivity and complexity is happening. That entire digital world has created a complex and interconnected global challenges like data privacy, bad information floating around, supply chain disruptions, social polarizations. Like, everybody is addicted to social media and everybody's consuming the content that is being showed to you, but nobody's talking about the real topics. While few years back, we all as faculties and students were like used to debate on real topics or real valuable contextual topics. Now everybody is like, कौन सा meme trend में चल रहा है, etc etc. So there is a huge shift. It comes with a pros and con, and this is one of the biggest con, that the entire regime is on a very varied notes of understanding. A lot of people are like divided into a wrong side of data or digital thing, and very few are on the right side of it. So there comes your responsibility as faculties as well, to keep them on the right path. Again, the pace of change is happening. The knowledge gained in the degree becomes obsolete faster than ever. Like, 5 दिन पहले जो data था, जो information थी, might get obsolete right now. थोड़े दिन पहले chat gpt was the new thing, and now everybody's like bored from chat gpt, and there are more new tools coming up. Education can no longer be about transferring a fixed body of knowledge, but it should be about learning how to learn, adapt, and then unlearn. This is what everybody is talking about in the chat box. This is what Padmaja ji said, like unlearning and learning. So now we have to unlearn and learn at such a fast pace that we could never think of. We have never thought about it. Again, we have realized that just being tech savvy isn't enough. We are now entering the era of education 4.0. 4, 5.0, sorry. 4.0 was all about becoming tech savvy, like 4 5 years down the line, COVID scenario, we all became tech savvy. But now 5.0 is all about creating wise, empathetic, and resilient leaders. This is what your task is. As a teacher, as a faculty, as a guru, you all need to understand that education 5.0 revolution is all about creating those empathetic and resilient leaders. It's about human centric response to the high tech world. Like, what can we do with this technology? But what should we do? It's not about asking the same question, it's about asking the right question. So, there are a few solutions that we'll talk about. Let's talk about pillar one. Any questions, any queries, feel free to interact. If you want to share your perspective, feel free to go ahead and share it. More than welcome. So this is where I step in and say, this is curriculum revolution. Now, you remember I asked a question few minutes back, like, कितने लोगों ने, कितने टीचर्स ने, कितने फैकल्टीज ने एक्चुअली अपने करिकुलम को इवॉल्व किया है कुछ तो नया लाके. Maybe some people have introduced digital, maybe some people have guided their students in कि ये सीख लो, ये curriculum में नहीं है. Maybe you should have come up like, let's go and explore this thing via this tool, or maybe let's go and visit that particular industry, just like industrial visits hote hain. Maybe go and visit that factory or office, or see how the tool works. Maybe go ahead and get a video call with some expert and show it to your students how their tool works or company works, and so on and so forth, going out of the way. But now the new core that you guys need to initiate as a faculty is integrating the future proof domains. This is very tough job to find and then integrate it. right? So what does this looks like in practice? It starts with the curriculum. At leading business schools like IIM and other colleges, the curriculum is no longer a static document. It's not just a few set of books. It's like living and breathing the ecosystem. You must have seen, like, we have AICTE and ATAL Innovation partnered with us. This is what they are doing, and this is what IPS is doing, like collaborating and creating the ecosystem for you guys so that you level up and you help teachers, help students level up. You are the ecosystem that everything is running around. Everything else is running around you guys. So basically, this is one good thing. Like, future proof domain is constant learning. Again, I'm going to talk about few domains that you can empower your students in your curriculum with. They are weaving AI and data fluency. They are not separate as an IT course, but as a core competency for every manager. See, you really need to understand, now you are empowering future managers and future leaders. So whatever you embed in them, whatever whatever they inherit from you, from critical thinking, empathy, resilience, or very, very good things, they will showcase in their journey. So if I go back 10, 15 years down the line, whatever teachers empower to their students, this is the result of that. Like, AI came up, right? They were right set of faculties, there were right set of embeds happening to the kids or students. They came up and bought these technical things, and good technology and good things around. Now again, fascinatingly, they are bringing back the liberal arts, philosophy, ethics, psychology. I myself did MA psychology recently, but only to build critical thinking and ethical muscle that machines lack. So this is where our winning point is as a human, right? They cannot do decision making unless we ask the machines to do so or automate. Again, very important for managers and leaders. This is where, like, courses on philosophy of ethics in business, maybe behavioral psychology for marketers, very important. I'm going to do a PhD on this topic around this, like consumer behaviors in marketing, especially on social media thing. History of capitalism. There are many, many, many examples. You can just do some R&D, come up with more courses or topics or selective chapters, maybe, so that it empowers your students, and they would be always grateful for you their entire life. You really need to step out of the curriculum game and evolve it, right? Entrepreneurship has been, like, from my college days, entrepreneurship has been on very prone in topic, but it was not that much evident. Like, Atal Innovation came in what, like 2014, 15, if I'm not wrong, in Prestige College, and it was very new. They came up with incubation center, and since then, like, a lot of co-working spaces came in existence, and then projects and fund managers and fund capitalists, venture funds came in existence, and it brought a total new revolution in the market on startups. A lot of people made money, a lot of people lost money. Regardless, we as students learned, like, I still am student of marketing and all these entrepreneurship things. So we learned a lot of good things, right? Yes, everything changed, but monologue in the class is not over yet. Position of the students and teachers not have not changed. Agree to you. So this is where we really need to evolve. Shrutika ji say, when we refer to the fifth industrial revolution, the correct term is Industry 5.0 with a zero, not the letter O, right? And why? Uh, yeah. I mean, anybody would like to answer this, or shall I? 5.0, you want me to pronounce it at 5.0? Because I usually say 5.0, because decimal ke baad usually everything is going 5.0, especially when we talk about upgrades. Android updates ने सिखा दिया है. Anyways, so it doesn't matter what we call it. 5.0, 5.0, that's a good catch, but I personally pronounce it like that. A lot of big engineers and big leaders pronounce it like that. So that is where I mimicked it. But you can call it Industry 5.0, 5.0, or since we are in education, we are calling it out as Educational 5.0 revolution. Yes. So you can just say that. I mean, you can answer this, give them the same answer that A lot of leaders are using the same terminology, and you should too as a student. And this is where we are learning regularly, right? And again, industrial revolution, why we are talking about education 5.0, because we are in education field, we are focusing on very, very, very one of the niches out of thousands in the entire industry right now. Few years back, like 100 years back, or maybe few decades back, there were only one. Okay, sorry, I need to turn the annotation off. Annonate. uh, 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 Sapna ji, could you please turn off the annonate thing?
Ji, sir.
Participants, I
Any
cannot.
problem, Mayank, sir?
Yeah, I did. Disable annonate for others. And just give me a moment, guys. Perfect. Thank you. Mhm. So, moving beyond single course or a full-fledged ecosystem with incubators, live projects, venture funds, a lot of things have been happening around in the last 1 decade, and it has evolved a lot. I mean, crazy level evolvement has happened. We have seen a person doing multiple startups back to back, failing and raising money and doing again, failing and raising money and doing again, and yet they are striving, struggling, thriving, whatever you want to call it. But the ecosystem, they have learned the ecosystem in such a good way that they are not giving up just because the ecosystem is good. They know how to raise funds, they know how to reach out to the investors, they know how to manage the paperwork, they know how to project things in the market to the investors, they know how to manage the legalities, they know the future visionary problems as a leader or as a visionary, कि आगे जाके क्या problems आ सकती हैं, just because they were taught right in the journey. So that is our task. Even when you are empowering with a specific course, you can share the case studies with your students in the real time, like ये startup को ये problem आया था इस level पे, ये लीगल प्रॉब्लम आ सकता है अगर तुम इस डायरेक्शन में जाओगे तो. So let them research, let them be intrigued, let them be curious about it and explore more. Just throw them the bone of curiosity. इसमें ये ऐसा हो सकता है या ये केस स्टडी है, जस्ट a paragraph of case study, like guys go and study about this case study. You can empower this to your students, make them curious about it. Once they start loving your researched case study, like they can talk about it, they can learn anything, something from, they will come back to you and say, ma'am, sir, please give us more case studies. So all you need to do is find the right set of case study. Don't explain much. Just give them a gist in a line. ये case study पढ़ो, इसमें ऐसा है, right? So thematic learning बहुत impactful है. Um, you also need to learn a lot of new terminologies on a daily basis, jargons to empower your students. Now, moving beyond the case study method, there is a pedagogical toolkit where this is very good pillar that you as a faculty will love. Now, it's not necessary that everything fits you. You can pick your piece of cake from this. Okay, experiential learning is king. Now, if you talk about me, when I'm empowering my students online or offline, maybe US, maybe Dubai, maybe India, I give them a lot of practical, like 80% more practicals and hands-on experiences. Like ये खुद करो, नहीं समझ में आ रहा है मैं बैठा हूँ, नहीं समझ में आ रहा है ये वीडियो है, ये ब्लॉग है, ये पढ़ो, बट देन करो, लाइव प्रोजेक्ट्स करो, स्टार्टअप्स या कॉर्पोरेट्स के साथ या कंपनीज के साथ, उसमें मेरा क्या सपोर्ट चाहिए बताओ. नहीं तो मैं अगर किसी का कॉन्टैक्ट भी दे दूंगा फॉर एन एग्जाम्पल एक्स वाई जी चीज में, तो वो भी मेरा सपोर्ट है कि आई गेव यू अ रेफरेंशियल कॉन्टैक्ट वेर यू कैन गो एंड लर्न और वेर यू कैन गो एंड इम्प्लीमेंट थिंग्स, right? Simulation games, you can ask your universities or colleges to create some simulation games where your students can actually learn from that thing, like they can enter a simulation factory and they can learn things, or maybe a workspace environment, and they can learn that from simulation stuff. You can go beyond creativity to create simulation stuff. Again, AR, VR, augmented reality, virtual reality is the new name of the game. AR is like Snapchat filters, Pepperfry, Lenscard, everybody is using AR. We all have been using AR since a long time. It is very good for immersive learning. The guy, this is wearing the headset this guy is wearing is Oculus or that category product. This product takes you to the third world, imaginary world, where they can only see such kind of things. You can operate things, you can manage things. My friend, one of my friend had a corporate gifting shop on this VR thing. This is called virtual reality. VR thing back in 2019, like 6 years back, and he was very successful. All he had no shop, no offline store, no rentals, no staff, nothing. वो सिर्फ क्लाइंट्स के पास जाता था, ये वीआर हेडसेट लेके जाता था, अपना मोबाइल फोन लेके जाता था, कनेक्ट करता था एप्लीकेशन से, बोलता था सर पहनो, 10 मिनट के लिए पहनता था उसका क्लाइंट, जाता था. All the products for corporate gifting were there in the virtually created showroom office. He could change the theme, he could change whatever product pricing details he want just from the app. So this was 6 years back. Now the things have evolved. Sensory based, emotion based things have came up, right? So AI powered teaching assistants that provide personalized feedback have came up. There are tools, there are platforms that are shifting a lot of things, right? So our role is shifting from being the primary source of knowledge to being a curator of experiences and facilitator of learning. See, you really need to understand this now. As a faculty, as a guru, if you really need to survive in a very healthy manner, you really need to understand this line. I'll repeat it. You really need to be the curator of experiences and facilitator of various learnings. You need to make sure your network is well growing and available to your students, and they are leveraging it every now and then, right? So this means embracing live projects with the industries, using simulation games, real world decision making, and blending online and offline learning and whatnot, whatever I have expressed so far, right? Again, mastering the art of blending and asynchronous classes, like offline and online batches को आप mix कर सकते हो. You can do very good job as a teacher. You can ask your colleges to schedule that. Digital boards होना sufficient नहीं है. You can reach to the areas where other colleges and institutes and faculties are not reaching just with a Zoom call with that particular topic. So the focus is on doing and experiencing, not just listening, right? We are talking about executing stuff. You can focus on continuous assessment. So एक बड़ी एग्जाम हो रही है, उसके बदले चार छोटे एग्जाम्स हो रहे हैं, या evaluation हो रहे हैं, project based assessments हो रहे हैं. We all are doing this now. A lot of colleges have started executing such kind of stuff. So this is happening in real time. Peer reviews हो रहे हैं. You are asking a lot of people to create groups and create projects. I have seen a lot of colleges doing that very evidently. So goes without saying. All right. Now this is very good part. I am going to create breakout rooms for the next 10 minutes until 7 o'clock or 7 2. You need to choose one traditional course that you teach. It could be marketing, it could be psychology, it could be anything. MBA, BBA, whatever you want. Just take a list of traditional course, discuss within yourself, identify one specific change to align it with education 5.0 from all the learnings that you have learned so far from my presentation and the other people that I have given you good information about. Uh, Consider creating maybe a new piece of content, maybe a new pedagogy, maybe a new assessment, maybe this, maybe that, whatever you want. So the key is to prepare and share one idea when you return. All right. So let me create a breakout room, create two, three, four breakout rooms. Include, but okay, perfect. So I'm gonna, guys, you will be entering a breakout room. Please read these instructions carefully for the next 8 to 10 minutes. Once done, I'll be closing the breakout room and inviting you back. All right. There will be 37 to 38 people in a room. So try to be interactive and try to listen to each other. I think that would be more. Dr. Sapna, do I need to create more breakout rooms? Shall I create six? Like 25 participants would be enough, or maybe less participants?
Sir, I think 5 to 6 would be okay.
Sorry, my speaker is off. So sorry. I mean, it goes on hibernation mode once it is not used for often time. Just give me a moment. Um, I would be able to listen to you. Can you say something now?
So I was saying that if we can create 30 participants in a group, I think 5 groups are going to be okay. 5 breakout rooms. Will that be fine?
हाँ, I can create 6 to 7 breakout rooms as well with 20 participants approx. चलेगा?
चलेगा,
ज़्यादा
चल
फस नहीं होना चाहिए.
डन
ठीक है.
डन।
ఆపోజిట్ లో
Yes.
అక్కడ ఉంది స్ట్రీట్ నెంబర్ 18. యా
And
Mayank sir, kindly unmute yourself.
I've opened all the rooms. You can join the room. Cool. Are you guys in the room? Just give me a thumbs up or 1 or 2 people so that I can know. Okay, I have closed the room. I understand some people were not able to find the room, but you were already a part of the room. And did you guys discuss? Yes or no? Can you give me something in the
Yes.
chat?
Yes.
No, yes. Okay, some people did. So basically, there were 7 rooms I created 10 minutes back, 9 minutes back, and I was expecting some good conversation. I saw some rooms having conversation. Anyway, so out of you people, uh, just go ahead from all the rooms, whoever discussed, came up with the topic, share your outcome. Like, what was the course did you choose? What was one specific change you want to align with Education 5.0? And what's your key idea around it? Dr. Gautam, anyone else? Or do you want me to create another room for 5 minutes, breakout room for 5 minutes more?
I think we had a brief discussion.
Yeah. Yeah, go ahead, go ahead. I'm listening. You got muted again.
Yeah, I think we the breakout room where I was, I think with Priyanka madam and the other gentleman, Mohammed. We were discussing that we might as well, I mean, should be able to take the support of AI in terms of creating quizzes after the
Very good.
topics are discussed in depth. But then at the same time, the AI can be helpful in terms of giving us a brief idea of what the IQ standard of the student or the audience is. If we have
Yes.
a generalized question kind of a set which goes before the discussion of the topic is started.
Very good.
So those are the two areas which we were able to.
See, what you can do in this is, Mr. Sunny, let me give you a very good layers here. Just since I heard your thing and I'm coming up with an idea. Ask AI to create an aptitude test for your students to find out the IQ levels on this topic or category or subject or course or whatever or industry.
Hmm.
Okay. Now it will give you a basic aptitude test. Submit those answers back with a screenshot or whatever the score your student has, maybe an Excel sheet or whatever.
Hmm.
Submit those answers back to the AI and say, these are the IQ according to the aptitude test that you asked me to take. These are the
Hmm.
results. Place them on a 3 or 4 layer category of IQ levels from this to this, that to that,
Okay.
and generate the quizzes accordingly so that all the people learn exponentially, ranging from these IQ levels, maybe from this to
Right.
that. So it is not just one step thing of creating a quizzes. It's around, it's like, how, what is your strategy, what is your pedagogy? Like, you create first, you are understanding your audience. Your audiences are your students. First you are
Yeah.
doing, taking steps, researching, working on them to find what level they are at with the help of AI, and then giving them learn
Right.
quizzes where they can elevate, or maybe things to read, or maybe books to read, maybe movies to watch, maybe this, maybe that,
Hmm.
on that industry or topic related basis, and then you are helping them grow. So these are the
Right.
things that just quickly came into my mind you can do. There could
Great,
be
sir.
like tens of things. Mm.
That's a good idea. The layers part which we discussed, I think, yeah,
Yes,
that makes a lot of sense.
right. So
Mm.
again,
And
project based learning.
then the assessment will become adaptive, sir. Adaptive.
Hmm.
Very good.
According to the capacity of the students, we can manage the assessments as well.
Uh, Correct.
Superb.
Correct.
Anyone else would like to share? What did you
Sir,
guys
I would
discuss
like
about?
to share our experience in the class. Now we are doing it in our university. We will be just recording our live lectures in the
Very good.
classes, and then in there we will post the questions based on our lecture. The AI will be detecting and posting it, and the
Very nice.
students should answer at the end of the session. All the questions which is posted there should be answered immediately. We can also assess it, and then we can revamp the lecture basically.
Great. So this is very good stuff. But just let me, before I ask other people, something came to my mind. how many of you guys have seen movies related to AI? Like iRobot, maybe web series related to AI, maybe this, maybe that, जिसमें AI टेक्नोलॉजी का यूज हुआ है. आज से 10 साल पहले बनी है, 15 साल पहले बनी है, या 2 साल पहले बनी है, 2 महीने पहले बनी है. Movies, web series. How many of you people have watched it? Name the movies in the chat so that all the faculties can see it. Number one. And number two, I'm going to name one that is recently Billionaire Bunker on Netflix. So, Billionaire Bunker. If you have seen any movie like I Robot, Will Smith की है, ये APV या उस पे मिल
Yeah, I
जाएगी.
robot. Correct.
Yes, very, very, very evident. Tron है, very good game related tech movie. Minority Report है, very nice. So go ahead and share it so that we all faculties can learn, create good ecosystem right here, and we can learn good things like what could be possible in the next 5-10 years. There are a lot of movies like that also. Wally is one of my favorite. Like I can watch Wally 100 more times. I have not seen Lucy. I have not seen her. Very good, Wally. Wow, that's a very beautiful movie. Now I'll have to watch it again since you have reminded me. Yes, Wall dash E is the proper name. Wally and Eva. Beautiful. So please keep throwing it. Meanwhile, anybody else would like to share your breakout room talks? Go ahead. I'll be giving like 30 seconds and waiting for someone to come up. If not, we will continue with the presentation and topic. Lucy was a great movie too. Let me see what Lucy was. Lucy movie. I've never. Okay. I might have seen it. I might have not. I don't remember. Oh, is she the one that calculates a lot of things and predicts things in advance and changes her form? Quantum physics के ऊपर, maybe? Yes, yes, yes. Cool. Right. इतनी movies देख ली है, याद भी तो रहे. So, not coming back to our topic, you as faculty don't just need to be a faculty. You need to be all of this. You need to be a learning facilitator and a coach. You need to guide them in the learning process from A to Z, even if they are not able to make it or make it. You need to be there. You need to be the curator of the content, where you need to sift through the vast digital noise to find the best resources. Basically, your research game should be strong, and you need to come up with such example, the one I gave you guys. Like एक case study पढ़ लो अच्छे से, उसका juice निकाल लो, excerpt निकाल लो, share it with your students. Like this case study has this knowledge, go and research about it. Lifelong learner, we all need to learn constantly. Even I am learning constantly, doing courses back to back, learning things in various fields back to back. A faculty member is not learning, is like a doctor, not with not new medical journals or maybe something like that. You need to be a mentor and ethics guide, right? Helping students navigate not just with the career choices but ethical dilemmas as well, because they are like novices in a lot of things. And you need to be an industry connector as well, building bridges between academia and the real world. This is what I told you, like said, expressed in the few minutes back. You need to have a vast network of XYZ people, and that entire network should be accessible and available to the students from you. This is also facilitating. Yes, go ahead, Padmajaji. Happy to hear.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you, sir. Thank you for the opportunity. Actually, we haven't discussed anything in the breakout room. So I wanted to share something where I'll give some projects to my. I recently distributed some of the case studies I have given, and I broke down like tasks to the students, and I divided the students into 3 to 4 teams, and I gave them the task literally to do the
Okay.
case study, and they can use AI and everything. But I asked them to give the sources. Whatever the content they are preparing, I asked them to give the sources.
Very good.
So based on that, at the end of the, once they are done with this assignment, I'm asking them to create a PPT and give a presentation.
Very good.
So in each team, one person would be the data collector, and one person is the rewriting the entire content, and one person is analyst, and one person is digitally creating
Very good.
content, like, whether it is like PPT or any kind of video using AI, something like that.
Very
So
good.
I'm from Anurag University. So I also teach project management, different topics. So even for the project management, I gave similar project to my students where they have to. I gave the assignment on Infosys, and it is on semiconductors.
Very
Actually, I'm
nice.
not into very. I'm not a technical person. Yet I gave
Okay.
them so that it could be related to the BTech students. They are
Hmm.
IT and CSE branch students. So
Very
I gave
nice.
them the assignment. So I told
Great.
them to you research about that and what company and what services Infosys gave to that company, and do a research and come back with your inputs.
Very nice. So what you can
So
leverage here is you can just visit any one of the AI tools like ChatGPT, Gemini, or whatever, and you can create a very good, storyline, like what they will get out of it, and you make your network accessible to them, and you can give them like what would be their real learnings they can crave for. So until unless they achieve that
yes.
goal, they'll have to work towards it in that
Yeah,
particular
but
category.
one thing,
Mm.
yeah, but
Go
one
ahead.
thing I find it very difficult is like making them getting the, I mean, acceptance and assigning the task and follow up is taking, it is so much painful.
Perfect. Ask one student on 10 people, make them the leader of that group, and
Yeah, I did
take
that.
and make one leader of those three, four, five leaders, main leader,
Yeah,
and you just
yeah,
have to talk to the main leader.
yes, sir.
हायरार्की
I
बना दो.
did that, and yeah, I hold them accountable, those leaders of different teams.
Simple. Tell them I'll make sure that this
Yes, sir.
gives you good scoring in the coming exam or whatever paper, and give them good dopamines. They're gonna love it,
Mm, yes,
right?
sir.
Hello.
Sure.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Hello.
Thank you.
Mine, sir.
Yeah.
This is Dr.
Please.
Jaya Nima from
Yes.
IPS Academy.
Yes,
Sir,
ma'am.
I'm having one question. I'm a faculty of finance taking accounting subject and financial management and other finance subject. So my question is that when we teach subjects like accounts and financial management, so we have to take concept as well as the numerical parts because the syllabus is designed in such a manner that we have to take those numericals and so there comes a very I mean, hardly there is a scope of any case studies or simulations or the things like that. And if we wish to take things on AI based, at times I mean it doesn't justify with the conceptual subject or the concept. I mean, I don't understand. I'm very confused ki how to connect the things, how to connect the dots.
Okay, so I'm just gonna give you a random ideations from here and there. Are you cool with that? Like how you can help your students evolve on the
Yes,
next level?
yes, definitely. Please.
You can make them meet good CAs who have qualified, understand their daily operations, meet their team eventually,
Mm-hmm.
how they are doing, what they are doing, because it's all about crunching numbers. So CA
Yes.
is something very much into accounting. So you can make industrial visits to a very good CA firm, collaborate, ask your college to collaborate with them. You have to take the
Mm-hmm.
lead and do everything. Second, you can make them interact maybe through a video call, maybe a physical visit to the
Mm-hmm.
offices or companies who are using a lot of data softwares और CRMs जो आगे जाके उनको काम आने वाले हैं finance से related. So it's not
Okay.
just one thing like मुझे अगर आज नंबर गेम मेरा स्ट्रॉन्ग करना है तो देर आर वेरियस फील्ड्स द इंटायर वर्ल्ड वर्क्स ऑन नंबर्स सो
Mm-hmm.
यू कैन मेक देम विजिट वेरियस प्लेसेस लेट्स से कुछ लोगों को स्टॉक मार्केट में भी इंटरेस्ट है तो उनको आप स्टॉक मार्केट एडवाइजरी में एक
Right.
दिन विजिट कराओ बोलो चुपचाप करके बैठो चलो यहाँ वीडियो कॉल कराओ एंड सी कि फाइनेंस में स्टॉक मार्केट में कितनी हाइपर एक्टिविटी और प्रेजेंस ऑफ माइंड चाहिए. And for that, what
Right.
kind of steps you need to take, including meditation to this, to daily learning and sleeping, raat ko and waking up and reading the news and things that a lot of students don't do. So
Yes,
again,
yes.
that particular set of people is intrigued by CA, तो CA क्या क्या रूटीन डेली फॉलो करता है, से लेके क्या सॉफ्टवेयर यूज कर रहा है, इनकम टैक्स ऑफिसर से बात कैसे करनी है, जीएसटी ऑफिसर से बात कैसे करनी है, से लेके पेपर वर्क से लेके कौन से फॉर्म्स भरने रहते हैं ऑनलाइन, all of
Right,
this is the
right.
practical learning curve. So when
Yes.
that curve ends, your student would be having a real world knowledge. Now there is AI एक लिमिट तक हेल्प करेगा, ये रियल
Yes.
वर्ल्ड इंटरेक्शन नेक्स्ट लेवल लेके जाएगा स्टूडेंट को, एंड यू ओनली यू कैन मेक दिस पॉसिबल. बहुत कम स्टूडेंट्स होते हैं जिसके चाचा मामा पापा सीए होते हैं, अगर वो फाइनेंस में है तो.
Right.
बाकी सबने
Yes.
किसी ना किसी को देखा होता है दूसरे की फैमिली में. आई एम जस्ट गिविंग एन एग्जाम्पल, दिस अप्लाइज टू ऑल द इंडस्ट्री. तो
Yeah.
उसका रियल टाइम लर्निंग कैसे बनेगा, कॉलेज यूनिवर्सिटी फैकल्टी से ही बनेगा ना, एंड यू आर द
Right,
की.
right, right.
So you have to create experiential things. You have to think and come up with such things कि मेरे स्टूडेंट को रियल टाइम लर्निंग कैसे दूं. बस इतना सोच लो आप कि मेरा स्टूडेंट
Also
बाहर
some
दुनिया में जाके क्या करने वाला है, जीएसटी फॉर्म भरने वाला है ना, तो आज से ही उसको जीएसटी फॉर्म की धीरे धीरे जानकारी ड्रिप फीड दे दो.
although some of the students who have taken finance specialization, they've gone through internship in some this tax firms and
Good.
GST and chartered accountancy firms. So they are
Very
a
good.
bit aware like how they are using, how what is the working like that. But still many, and even in our curriculum also when we teach, uh, using AI or chat GPT, it is limited to finding the content and the conceptual teaching and the answers to the question by the students. This is used by the students only, and
Very true.
but real connectivity like fintech apps and that is everything is missing in the syllabus, of course.
I totally agree. So for an example, show them how Nikhil Kamath, for an example, I'm talking about finance. Make them
Mm-hmm.
watch Nikhil Kamath's podcast in front of you, like in college. Then let
Mm-hmm.
them talk about it in front of you in the auditorium or maybe the room. Like क्या हुआ, कैसे हुआ, ऐसा क्यों बोला उसने, उसका ये वाला एक्सपीरियंस उसने शेयर किया, तो लेट्स टॉक अबाउट दैट एक्सपीरियंस फॉर द नेक्स्ट 2 hours. सो उससे क्या
Right.
होगा, उनको पता पड़ेगा कि स्टोरी टेलिंग भी बन रही है. फिनेंस इज नॉट
Mm-hmm.
बोरिंग, इट्स नॉट जस्ट अबाउट नंबर्स, इट्स अबाउट वेरी क्रिटिकल डिसीजन मेकिंग. जब पैनिक सिचुएशन आती है तब डिसीजंस कैसे लेते हैं, लीगैलिटीज क्या क्या इन्वॉल्व रहती हैं, यू कैन टॉक अ लॉट अबाउट इट, यू कैन मेक देम टॉक अबाउट इट. So there is a
Yes.
vast thing apart from AI, that is real time interaction, real time involvement, real time things, right? Bro, you see, Dr. Prakash Raj has quoted you. Ma'am, you can also invite guest speaker from broking firms to have real time experience and hands-on terminals too. So उससे बहुत फर्क पड़ता है, right? You can just एक अच्छा पॉडकास्ट 1 घंटा चला दिया फाइनेंस के ऊपर, मे बी किसी का भी पूरे वर्ल्ड में किसी का भी उठा के 2 घंटे डिस्कशन किया उसके ऊपर, एंड
Sure,
उसका
sure.
पूरा एक्सर्ट
And
निकाला. एंड या आई मीन यू कैन डू मेनी थिंग्स एक्सपीरियंस बेस्ड, देयर आर मेनी थिंग्स. ये तो मैं एकदम इम्प्रॉम्प्टू बता रहा हूँ आपको. व्हेन यू सिट विद पेन एंड पेपर यू कैन कम अप विद हंड्रेड्स ऑफ थिंग्स.
Sir, usually in
definitely.
HR, we are
सॉरी.
teaching. I'm Dr. Chavi Saxena. I'm teaching industrial relations and labor law. So the real-time situation videos, suppose I am teaching labor law and there is some dispute or industrial dispute, then making them watch the live videos, that is Manesar plant labor episode that happened long back. So they can
Right.
real-time view the video and understand what the strike, lockout, or what the conflict is
Very
there.
true.
There was an interview on NDTV that telling about the person real time situation. It was a virtual visit of industry. So I
Very
think so
true.
the virtual visits are more fruitful rather than making them
Ma'am, sorry to interrupt. Actually, the topic what we are, ma'am was discussing was financial accounting, financial management, management accounting. Those things we are fully with jam packed with the syllabus of starting from the, entries. We have to teach
Right,
them
ma'am,
because
right.
so many of them are from different disciplines. MBAs are
Exactly.
Right,
basically from
right.
commerce discipline. That is a very big challenge what finance faculty are facing. They are never studied +1 +2 or something like that. They are
Oh,
directly, even in their UG they studied accounts. directly coming to MBA, and they are sitting with the financial reporting. So that is the big
Exactly.
risk. We are having it in the classroom. So what we are doing it as financial reporting, we will be just downloading from the websites and asking them to do it of their own, and what is their understanding about it. We will be just doing from the reporting part to the journal, because journal entries are the basic, but those things are
Very
not
true.
available
Very
with
true.
them. They were unaware
Right,
about
right.
what is I mean, accounting rules, even accounting formulas, accounting equations. We are starting
Very
from the
true.
equation, going back to 11th standard. This is a very big challenge what we are having it. Finance faculty, all the finance faculty, especially those who are taking MBA first year, are having this problem. And
Completely agree, ma'am. Completely.
beyond this, if we are going for these type of service suggesting about lecture sessions from invitees and other guest lecture online boarding, these things will make us not in a position to complete our syllabus completely. It was very
Right.
hectic, and we are conducting the peer learning sessions. A person, those who know accounts, will be sitting nearby, and the non-accounting person will sit the other person.
Ah.
This is a peer
So
learning
Hmm.
again,
session.
the timing is
Will work
also a
out.
problem, no?
Ah, so
Ah.
the
So
sitting alignment
so
alone will be changed.
so
There
now
we are.
you need to bifurcate between what's more fruitful than compared to less fruitful.
Ah,
Like watching a
okay.
podcast sometimes could be not that much fruitful compared to
For
what
the
a
a student never know anything
Hmm.
about what is accounts. He never
Okay,
know
so
Right.
what is
can you
financial
do
market.
something around
Exactly. This is the problem we face.
Every B school
it's
is
okay,
facing
Kisan.
the problem. The person who is with the fashion technology, who is with English literature, who is with history, is coming and sitting in the first year without learning anything about basics of accounts. There we
So
are
why
teaching
don't you
them
guys
financial accounting.
create a good 3, 4, 5 video lectures could be applied to all the people who have zero knowledge about finance. First you watch this, then attend our classes.
They will not, sir, because they were not. Even a lot of videos are there available online. We are teaching them with the basic bridge courses. In
Nana,
spite
make
of
them
that,
watch at the
technical,
class, no?
sir, classrooms in the
Make them
classroom, sir.
watch in the institute.
Yeah,
Basic
yeah, they are.
videos.
We are conducting extra bridge courses
Ah,
for the non-commerce students with all the
okay.
stuff.
Yes,
Okay,
this
okay.
thing we
That's good.
also have in our institute. We do conduct bridge classes
Bridge
for
courses for
non-accounting.
15 days.
Yeah, at
Yes.
UG and PG level, both. Both.
Yeah, and on align with them is little bit difficult. So the other level, we are thinking
Ah,
about the stock market simulation
so
techniques or something is beyond their capacity. The
so now
English
you
literature
guys have to
person,
be the street smart person and squeeze the course a bit less and involve a lot of other things between that.
but the syllabus is framed by the university,
Very
sir.
tough job. I
The
can
syllabus
totally
is very
understand.
hefty and framed by the syllabus university.
So
Completely
that's a
agree, madam.
challenge. I
But
think you
anyway,
need
we
to
are
take it up
facing
to
the challenge for
the
so many
higher
years.
management.
Yes, sir.
this
But
this challenge needs to be
we are
discussed.
finding out a lot of pedagogy and we are teaching them, sir.
Very true. Very true.
Dalal
Very
Street
good. You
and
are
all,
doing
we will
good.
be just asking them to open their account in Dalal Street or in, ICICI
Uh,
virtual gaming. So likewise, we will be asking them to do it, and we will ask them to go and download from the website the entire financial annual reports and ask
very
them to
nice.
observe the report. Those type of things we are literally doing it.
So this is the best way. Again, experiential base ho gaya. This is very good that you are doing. One, what you can do is you can create a PDF or maybe a platform or a social media or maybe something where you have all the relevant links of the YouTube videos. For an example, Nikhil Kamat's podcast, Jeff Bezos' podcast, only those podcasts that could be helpful to your students and they can watch anytime in the given time in the year long. And just let them get addicted to that PDF or maybe the list of the link or resource. So your students will be learning all those things in the extra time if they are intrigued or interested. You don't need to take the toll on yourself if the student is not interested. You need to provide them. You need to become the facilitator, not their parent. So if I am intrigued about marketing learnings, if somebody comes to me and say, Mayank, social media mein ye naya aaya hai, I just get into it the moment I hear it. That is me being curious. And to generate this curiosity, I had to understand like what's on stake and what am I getting in return of it. I'm a trainer, I need to be updated. If I am a student, I need to stand out from the other students in the long run. I really need to be intrigued and curious. This is what you need to make them understand. That's it. And provide them the right sort of resources. Let them eat the food. You don't need to feed them
But
with your hands.
sorry, sir. But
Sorry?
teaching in the marketing, it is giving a better experience. Like I'm also teaching digital marketing and marketing analytics, marketing management.
Very
There
good.
I'll be conducting 1 hour, 1 day sale, where I'll be
Hmm.
making them to go and analyze things, whatever they can produce, they can produce that, or they can rebuy it and they can find out the quotations, collect their material, 1 hour, 1 day, just 1 hour sale. They can make it, they can fix anything, they can propagate in the social media, and the highest profit who is earning, I'll be just rewarding them 10 marks assignment.
See, this is तो सब करेंगे. I'm telling you, give them dopamine, give them reward. It's all about reward based learning. Your students are going to work so hard that they will do everything just for those 10 marks extra. और जो नहीं कर रहा है उसको नहीं इंटरेस्टेड है, तो वो उस पे फिर don't invest too much. Cool. Anyone else wanted to share something? Dr. Deepak Shah, please go ahead.
Yes, sir. Good evening. Dr. Deep here
Very good
from
evening.
Sri University, Ahmedabad.
Sorry, Dr. Deep. Yeah,
Sir, I'm
please go ahead.
totally agree with the ma'am's point of view that in finance subject, in the practical subject, it is difficult. So basically, I'm dealing with the subjects, the theory subjects, and the basic subjects are management concepts and practices, and the second one that is marketing management. Sir, in my case, what I have found is in the very beginning when I started my sessions, I got to know that after COVID-19, the students are more inclined towards this AI and other tools related to the academic terminologies. So
Okay.
when I start something into the classroom, they raise the question which is already available into the chat GPT. They just want to know that whether we know such kind of things, what they identified from the chat GPT or not. So what
Right.
I did was I changed my thought process and I started something which is very much a unique one. I started my session with the Panch Tantra stories in the concepts of management,
Very good.
and I
Very
found
good.
that let me go with hidden project every day. I pick up three students from the classroom from that one particular session, and I give them the project. So, for an example, in one particular lecture, I was dealing with the topic that is leadership and the quality of leadership. Generally, what we found is when we go for the leadership through ChatGPT, we found the name of the people like Ratan Tata, then the business tycoons. So one of the project what I found from my student that was a very unique one, and I was very happy that it was not found from the ChatGPT but from the real life story. And the topic was prepared by three girl students, and it was on Lakshmi Ji, the third gender person. So I was very happy that they are coming up with such kind of new ideas and new terminology. They are using both the things together. You use your chat GPT, you use your AI artificial intelligence tools, but yes, go for the real life examples as well. I think that might be useful for the students too.
Very true. Very good.
So I'm
So,
continuing with this kind of process in my upcoming sessions as well. It motivates me, after getting this kind of thought process from the student.
exactly.
That yes,
See,
by the way,
I
using
quoted this few minutes back. You need to be a storyteller. You need to integrate storytelling with learning somewhere or the other. And this is what you are doing in a very nice way.
So
and
I
Right?
as you
want to
said
share
about the
something, sir.
Yeah. Very, very well said,
Sorry.
Dr. Deep. I totally agree with you. And you're doing a
yes.
great job. Keep it up.
Yes, sir. And as you said about the reward, sir, I tried to talk with my management and ask those three students to,
Uh-huh.
go for the meeting with the person जिनके ऊपर उन्होंने रिपोर्ट बनाया हुआ है. तो हमने
Very
ये भी
good.
ट्राई किया है कि वो तीन स्टूडेंट्स उनसे पर्सनली बात कर पाए और उनकी रियल लाइफ स्टोरी के बारे में भी जान पाए. So I
Very
think
good.
that was a good thing from my end.
Very true. Great. Thank you very much. Dr. Rekha, go ahead.
Yes, sir. So basically, I'm taking some of the subjects which are related with the finance stream. So one subject I'm taking, that is the project management. So in project management, I started a thing like I give these small assignments where they have to analyze the real projects. Like we have many unique projects are there in the world. लाइक अगर आप दुबई का पाम आइलैंड की बात कर लें, या फिर सिविल कंस्ट्रक्शन तो दुबई में है ही बहुत अच्छा, बट समवेयर दे अंडरस्टैंड द डिफरेंट पर्सपेक्टिव, लाइक फाइनेंस पर्सपेक्टिव क्या था, मार्केटिंग क्या था, एचआर क्या
हाँ,
था. This activity has started in the form of a workshop. So they basically learn
sorry.
the various techniques which are related with the project management, like CPM है, PERT है, then WBS है, how they can apply and how they analyze the projects. So somewhere it is now it is basically it is not connected with the internal marks, because हम DAVV affiliated से हैं, तो हमारा करिकुलर हम खुद करिकुलम डिजाइन नहीं कर सकते हैं. बट यस, अब जैसे हम ऑटोनॉमस में गए हैं तो वी कैन डिजाइन आवर करिकुलम. तो हम इसे एज अ करिकुलम में हम इसे डाल सकते हैं, जो अभी मैं बेसिकली इन अ फॉर्म ऑफ वर्कशॉप लेती हूँ. तो
Very true.
और इसे अगर हम थोड़ा सा और अच्छा बनाना चाहें, तो आई थिंक अगर आपके पास कोई सजेशन हो तो आप प्लीज मुझे दीजिए. इसे हम और कितने लर्निंग प्लेटफॉर्म पे और क्या कर सकते हैं.
So you're already doing very good stuff. Anybody else wants to go ahead and share something? Suggest Dr. Rekha in this? I'm gonna mute few people. उनका background शायद चालू हो गया है. Great. You're already doing good. You don't need to worry about it. Just keep the pace up, keep the students engaged and curious enough. Come
ओके.
up with good storytelling way where they can take more interest. क्योंकि interest eventually down जाता है, तो they shouldn't
एग्जैक्टली.
leave the
एग्जैक्टली.
interest. So come
Madam,
up with, yeah.
Madam, we are trying with this project management students with government project proposal writing. I just asked the students to write the proposal based on the current Mudra Yojana or the
Oh,
SME
very nice.
projects. So I will ask them to write it, and they should go to district industrial centers. They will get the forms and also the requirements. Based on that, they have to prepare technical support reports, and they also should prepare budgets. Along with
Very
that, they
nice.
have to give it to the proposal approval, and that will be
ओके.
validated by a panel. And if it is okay, then after they finish their degree, they also can become an entrepreneur. So to that
ओके.
extent, we are making them trained in that by design thinking process.
ओके. थैंक यू वेरी मच. थैंक यू.
Very nice. Very nice. This is again practical
So
learning
with that,
execution.
three of my students already I was taking when I was taking PAPC, that is project planning, appraisal and control, and from that, three of our students already they started their business. One was
Very
maintaining his
nice.
dairy farm, another one is running his bakery shop. So with that, they are getting fundings very easily. And
See,
one is doing proposal writing as its own career.
wow. Proposal writing कोई career बना लिया.
35,000 rupees he is getting for 1 crore plan approvals.
Very nice. See, so this is how you can explore. Just make them do the real world work. Make them interact with the real world opportunities. That's it. Cool. So I have 2-3 slides
Sir, can
left.
I
Let's
share
complete it.
something?
Just after 2-3 slides, shall we?
Sure, sure, sir, sure.
Perfect. So these are the hurdles right now to as a faculty what we have discussed already, plus students ka kaise level up kare from finance to other things we talked about again. So there are other hurdles as well. There are a few set of faculties also who are not too much happy or acceptance in the evolvement process, like they are resistant about it. There is a huge skill gap in few college universities versus the faculties. There are few rigid university structures, curriculum approval process बड़े हैं बहुत ज़्यादा. यहाँ कहीं कहीं universities और colleges में infrastructure और investment का भी issue है. So not all the hurdles apply everywhere, but there could be some left or right. These are the challenges that have been observed so far. What's the way forward? Start small, think big. You guys are already doing great. From what I've heard so far from your end, you are already having a lot of problems, from timeline to students' curiosity to this to that. And you by default have come up with a lot of solutions where You have came up with storytelling, industrial visits, government ka project jao, apply karo, ye karo, wo karo. You have already innovated a lot of ideas. So micro innovations in your classes is the best thing you can do. Share case studies with them, make them curious about it. Storytelling, make them curious and engaging. From you can build your own FLCs, or maybe you can name anything else also, like faculty learning communities, like FDP is one of that. You can build your own internal things where you can collaborate with other faculties, colleagues to learn about new pedagogies and techs. So there is no harm in that. Of course, सबके groups बने रहते हैं. So you can create a forum around it. You can leverage open sources, like किसी ने भी chat में बोला भी था, हमने NETL या कुछ किया भी है. Let me go and check. Yeah. Dr. Prakash Raj said, in our university, we have made a MOOC, MOOC and NPTEL course is a part of 25% marks of internal marking. See, use MOOCs, MOOC, open softwares, online repositories to build your knowledge and course content. Again, you have to become the champion of change. Document your success, share it with them, with the management, and become the advocate of broader institutional change. So this is what you need to do to bypass all the challenges that you are getting, right? So that's all from my side. Go ahead, share your experiences, shoot your questions if any. I would be more than happy to know. Somebody wanted to go ask something, share something?
Sir,
Yeah.
I'm Padmaja again.
Go ahead.
Actually, one of Mudra Yojana, and which are related to entrepreneurship development. So
Okay.
we have designed a module called Joy of Entrepreneurship. So where the students come up with the similar things, whatever ma'am has told, and apart from that, we also make them to start any kind of small business activities within the university, and we also run a micro enterprise called Subsi, where students sell their own, crafts and other items, articles, gift items, something like that. Even
Very
they
good.
share their they sell the food items and everything.
Okay.
So, and after selling, like they have to show us what is the profit and everything, all the
Exactly.
financial statement. And
Exactly.
we
So what you
divided
can do
roles.
is I can guide you right here. You can ask them to document the entire journey on video and then transcript it later with the major steps that they took from scratch to selling it and post sales. What did they do in making reports, in making the product or this and that, and doing the sales? What did they experience? In very short, they can create a transcript and document everything. This will help
Yes,
them
yeah.
to create a documentary for your other students for the other SEMs.
Yes, sir. And usually
Cool.
it runs like that. So every Wednesday we run that stall.
Very
So
nice.
whole university people, faculty, students, staff, everything come and buy things from our stall. And the BBA and MBA people, MBA students run these things and they forward it to the BBA third year batch.
Very
So it
nice.
runs
Very
like
nice.
that.
Very nice. That you're doing great work. So see, this is what
Yes,
real experiential stuff is all about.
yes. Usually experiential learning.
Yeah. So you just need to
Yeah.
come up with more ideas where you can give them experiential learning. Ask them to set up a stall in some exhibition, or maybe, do some combined effort of 3 to 4 people. Maybe ask them to help in their family business or mom's business or aunt's business, where they can go and stand there and see how the real world sales and bargaining is happening, and bring those strategies here, or how the short term events are being marketed nowadays. Like do hafte
That
pehle.
we are
Yes.
also doing it in the management, marketing management. They have to go
Very
for
nice.
1 day market observation,
Okay.
just market observation from the morning till evening. They must at least go to a nearby grocery shop or to a market, general market, vegetable market, or any
Very nice.
supermarket, or to any KFC center or McDonald's. They have to sit from the morning till evening, till the shop closes. They have to observe and find out what are all the customer reactions, and they should submit the report along with the photographs, which is peculiar. They feel it.
Very
We
good.
will evaluate and give them observation reports.
Very good. So again, this is real-time experiential learning. You need to create scenarios for them where they can interact with the real world, use storytelling, use old case studies, new case studies, build new case studies with their help. All
Good,
right.
sir.
Yeah, I will ask my students to raise the financial resources for the club and putting stalls in the fest. Prepare some products. Very good. Okay, I'm gonna share the link in the chat so that you can download the presentation towards you. And in case you miss it, you can ask Sapna ma'am later. I'm gonna email the link of the presentation to her. Okay.
So,
Yeah, please go ahead. Anybody else wants to share something?
Sir, this is Dr. Prakash Raj Kumawat,
Yes,
and
sir.
I'm from Gujarat. I'm working with Sakarchand Patel University,
Okay.
and we are in our university having one more practice for not only student but for faculty as well,
Mm-hmm.
where we have been given a task by management that you need to visit one industry per month. You need to visit one company per month,
Very
identify
good.
the potential opportunities for the students, and make a tie-up with the industry for placement purposes. So every month we
Very good.
need to identify one new company. We need to visit them, identify the opportunities for the students like internship opportunities or placement opportunities, and we need
Uh-huh.
to document the same and submit to the management. So this is
Very
also
nice.
one of the practice we are following in our university, sir.
Very nice. Very nice. Superb. Glad to hear that. So the other faculties can also learn from this and come up with something additional add-on where your students, your team is actually evolving in the learning journey. One is doing it, you can add some more spice or challenge in it and give it to your students. So learn from this. Anything else anybody else wants to share? Dr. Sapna, over to you.
thank you so much, sir. Shivangi ma'am, over to you, ma'am, please.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am, you're
Yes,
audible.
ma'am. Okay, well, so on the behalf of IPS Academy, I extend our heartfelt gratitude to Mr. Mayank Batra sir for delivering such a thoughtful, provoking, and insightful lecture on leading Indian business driving and transition to education 5.0. Your session beautifully captured evolving role of educator from being mere transmitter of knowledge to becoming guides and curator of learning. The way you seamlessly connected AI with popular culture, including web series and films, made complex concepts engaging, relatable, and deeply memorable. We sincerely appreciate your focus on lifelong learning, the integration of academia with industry, and the idea of creating connected learning ecosystem where students have real-time access to professionals, tools, opportunities. Your emphasis on micro innovations in the classroom, adopting one new tool, case study, or assessment method each semester offered practical and actionable guidance for all of us. And your suggestions to form faculty learning commission communities for collaboration, continuous growth were equally inspiring, and the encouragement to adopt hands on activities, simulation, case studies, and curiosity driven research rather than traditional lecture heavily methods reasonable resonated deeply with our academic visions. And lastly, your ideas for discipline specific practices like using real time stock market tools, financial podcast, interactions with CAs and CFAs in finance, and experimental approach in HRM were valuable takeaways. We also appreciate your emphasis on fostering active peer to peer engagement through chat rooms and digital collaboration spaces. So, thank you so much once again for generously sharing your expertise, passion, forward thinking perspectives. You truly inspired us to reimagine teaching and learning with creativity, relevance, and purpose. Once again, thank you. Thank you so much, sir.
Pleasure is all mine, and I guess मैम ने नोट्स बहुत अच्छे लिए हैं तो बाकी फैकल्टीज मैम से नोट्स ले सकते हैं.
Thank
But
you,
anyways,
sir.
I've shared the presentation, so that was good. Thank you very much for having me. See you guys very soon. All the best and happy learning.
Thank you so much,
Thank
Mayank
you
sir.
so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you,
Pleasure.
sir.
Bye bye.
Thank you.
May I Okay, now may I request Dr. Sapna Advani ma'am to kindly lead us into the next session by introducing our upcoming speaker. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Shivangi ma'am. Mayank sir. Yes, thank you so much, sir. If you wish to stay, you can stay. Okay, sir left. Okay, dear participants, we're gonna have a 10 minutes break now, and our next session is going to commence exactly at 8 p.m. So we'll be shortly joined by Dr. Kanaya sir, Kanaya Ahuja sir. He's professor and director at School of Economics, DAVV University. So we're gonna have a quick 10 minutes break, and then we'll be right back with the speaker and a lot of interactions. Thank you so much. Good evening once again. Can please anyone acknowledge whether am I audible? There was a little technical glitch at my end.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, it
Yes,
is
ma'am,
audible.
Yes,
you're
ma'am.
audible.
Thank you so much.
Yes, ma'am.
So, without much ado, we are going to start with our session 2. We are delighted to have with us Dr. Kanaya Ahuja, sir. Let me introduce sir to all the participants. Dr. Kanaya Ahuja, sir, is professor and head at School of Economics, Devi Ahilya Vishwavidyalaya, Indore, and currently he is serving as a vice president of Indian Economic Association. He has twice held the position of Dean, Faculty of Social Sciences, and has successfully guided 20 PhDs and 36 MPhil scholars. An accomplished academician, he has authored 8 books and published over 100 research papers in reputed journals. Sir has been an executive council member and chairman of Board of Studies at Devi Ahilya Vishwavidyalaya. Sir has served on several high-level committees, including the task force constituted by Government of Madhya Pradesh to enhance state GDP, and as an expert member representing Madhya Pradesh before the 6th Finance Commission.